Welcome back. We are playing Victoria 3, and we are playing as Egypt. We are doing quite well down here. Except for last episode, we had a civil war, which actually managed to knock out a lot of our radicals. So I think maybe civil wars are not too bad, but I think it's going to hurt our quality of living long term because we're going to have more dependence, is my guess, based on how the game mechanics are supposed to work. We also managed to pass multiculturalism, which hopefully allows more types of immigrants to our country. It did dink our authority, so it's not a free thing to pass, but I'm hoping that it allows us to, oh, well, we're gonna do this. I'm hoping that it allows us to, how should I put this? Attract immigrants from other countries so that we can fix our qualifications problem, because we have been having a qualifications problem. Also, we're starting to make a lot of money. A lot of this is going to subsidies to railroad. We are trying to keep the price of transportation really high so that the railroads don't need subsidies. To do that, we're going to also have to try and bring the price of this down. And we are having now a shortage on explosives, so we're going to need to switch this over to the explosive heavy process. And then I think we already have some engine things in production, but if we keep the engines cheap, then that will make the railways more profitable, which means we don't need to subsidize as much. We got vacuum canning, which we prepared for by getting sailing. I think the steam donkey does make it more effective. We're gonna go with it. What did we just pass? Brain fog. Okay. Probably gonna make this episode a little bit shorter since the last one was a bit long. Vacuum canning. Well, that seems to not be productive. Why? I don't think we need a ton of liquor. Why are you not? Let's see, do we just not have enough oil yet? All our whaling endeavors, our whale stations are down lower. Yeah. So why don't we bring a couple to the top? Kickstart the oil, and man, we are making some money. So I think it's time to start switching over to iron frame buildings. We've been trying to get ready for this for a while now. Yeah, we're gonna need to build glass stuff, but the explosives we got, tools we got. So now we're gonna need to expand our glass works. And we're actually gonna cancel the motor industry in the Jed. Now our production is greatly enhanced. I didn't look at it beforehand, but I know it's a lot bigger, which always feels good. Yeah, as Nietzsche says, joy is the feeling of your power increasing. So, now, has this made what is expensive now? Glass is expensive, we're working on it. Coal is expensive, and lead is expensive. Let's see if we can change the production method for lead, because I think we got some new stuff. Okay, and dynamite. Okay, so we do need more explosives now. Haven't built in Lebanon for a while, so we'll put a couple down in Lebanon, and then we will look for economies of scale. We'll bring this one to the top and put a couple more in the queue. Got a lot of stuff in the queue that we need to clear. We'll use fertilizer, harvesting tools, fertilizers. Yep. Oh, the rebellion deactivated some of our things because they weren't profitable, which is why we needed the subsidies for the rail cars. Got it. That makes a ton of sense. Yeah. Because we want the price of transportation to be as high as possible. Because the higher it is, the more profitable the industries are. And so, well, we want to have as much demand for it as possible, and we want the inputs to be as cheap as possible. So I think it's under development. You can just take a look. If it's not profitable, we have to pay into it. And we have to pay more into it the more the inputs cost. So I guess we also want to tank the price of coal here, so we're going to work on that. I forgot coal was also an input for it, and coal is expensive right now, which is probably why we're paying a lot. So we will get to work on all those coal mines. Probably going to need more sulfur mines for the explosives. Putting a couple of those at the top and a couple at the bottom. And lead was also expensive. We have some in queue already. Do we have any iron mines in queue? No, these are set to auto expand. The queue gets empty. Yeah, that massive dip was our Civil War. Oh, and now our standard of living is shooting up. This is so good for us. The radicals have crashed down. Looks like the Civil War left our country feeling a lot healthier. Which is interesting. Maybe Civil Wars are not as bad as they seem. I see. They are part of Italy. Well, then we don't need to hurt relations with them. I don't think we're actually adjacent to these Trucal states. I think we're adjacent to Bahrain, who is adjacent to them. Discord within the Industrialists. I think I just want the enactment chance. And we will start putting more. Where are the construction centers? There they are, under construction. That would make sense. We're going to start activating more iron frame buildings. Or steel frame. Close to having all of those activated. Gonna add more steel. I'm gonna kick a couple of these up to the top. And move most to the bottom. And then more glass. I think we already have a lot of glass in the queue, but more and more is good. Now, we are mainly just chilling, I think. Well, actually, we want to declare war on someone because we have no infamy right now. So we could start annexing subjects. And then, what else do we want? Well, we want Tripoli, but I don't think we can fight Italy. Because I think they're a lot stronger than us. So we want to take stuff down here, I guess. Suez, one of the stronger guys. Or one of the bigger guys. That's the US. Asura has, yeah, okay. Let's make, start damaging relations, unless you're gonna enter our customs union. Are you even close? Oh, you're not that far. Yeah. We'll go with Sidamo later. And then I guess we gotta take over one of these guys or both of these guys. We really want one of them to win the Civil War and then take the other one. And he just capitulates. Cool. Annex you too. Add another government admin. Make his relations worse so we can annex him too. Can't fight Oman. Cordial with him. Economy's quickly recovering from that civil war. Do we have any states that don't have taxation capacity? Just for Egypt, we're gonna add a couple more. be cheap. Power the purse. Got a lot of croissants coming out. I think we can afford to take this. Oh, those are chemical plants. Okay. Now, what is expensive? Steel. Dyes. Dyes we can make cheap quick. Guaranteed liberties. And they capitulated here. How did Great Britain feel about us? They are neutral. So I'm actually afraid to take on Darfur, because I feel like Italy and Great Britain might join both. Or either. Really not in a position to fight either of them, so... What is expensive again? Steel. It's always steel. And more glass. Which I think we even have some in the queue. Yeah, we do. That would be profitable and get economies of scale. Yikes. Yeah, not subsidizing too much anymore. Why is it 88? Who's got the weird number? Okay. 3 more coming. I think we finished some whaling stations, so we can probably change the food industries to be vacuum canning. I think we can make these sewing workshops. All these mechanical workshops. No, well. How bad is the qualification system? More glass. Alright, so all of our mines and the logging camps. need to check out? So what does this do? Just decreases laborers, basically. Pretty spread out. It's gonna increase demand for engines though. We want to get engines really a lot cheaper. Once they are cheaper, things are gonna be good. For motors. Where even is Equatoria? Oh, it's here. Just add a lot. And then rotary valve engine, probably don't need it. We have a lot of that, and unlocking oil rigs I think makes it possible for us to discover oil. And once we do discover oil, we want to start mining it immediately. Low market access. Hokkaido. Okay. We'll kick a railway to the bottom of that. Where is this province? Nope. I want to go to that specific province. Okay, thank you. You are having problems hiring. The food industry is so profitable, I guess. Got a lot of stuff cranking along. And then what's expensive? I'm guessing, ooh, oil's real expensive. I have to turn it off in most of those things then. And I'll just keep it on in a couple. Steel and lead. Let's take a look at you, the Patriotic Party. Yeah, just the military. Cool. What happened to them? Trade unions got marginalized? I mean, we don't like that. Landowners did, and rural folk did. We're fine with that. But really, kind of long-standing effect from stamping out the rebellion there. I assume he just backs down here. But yeah, I don't want to have to attack both of these guys because they can't resolve their rebellion because neither can build a single unit. I guess I attack the outside guy. And then maybe I take over his war after I vassalize him. How does he feel about me? Yeah, not very good. Just nice clean borders except for this monstrosity. I think we have production methods in our government building that we are not all currently up to speed on. Yeah. Oh, we should be passing a lot. Let's take a look. Have this where we want it. We do want to move landed voting and probably monarchy to something else. But we actually like our current monarch quite a bit. We would like these to be public health schools, but we can't get that through. Property women would be nice. Yeah, let's pass that. Just gave up. Now we're going to take a look at him. If he doesn't like us, we'll make him a vassal. Next to no infamy generated. And hopefully Great Britain does not join on their side. That's a lot. So we haven't built too much in these places. Why don't we put a furniture manufactory there and here? Oh, we have a couple things coming in here. Just gonna try and build in the places with poor standard of living. What do you got here? Well, we're gonna need more glass, so arms industries, which aren't very profitable. Papers and engines we can use. Amazing. So I don't think these guys immigrate here if it's not for the fact that we are multiculturalism. So I think we're gonna start solving our problems. Just the multiculturalism plus immigration. And maybe if we were like secular, it would help more. feels like it's the 100 authority is worth the Ulema having increased strength, I think. Having, like, passed all the liberal reforms before, and then you're, like, completely bereft of any amount of authority, it's just, like, a little bit rough. Lead. And if we make lead cheaper, glass will get cheaper. We just gotta... How are we making lead cheaper? Just gonna put all these at the top here. Gonna start activating another one of these. Now you're really happy with us. Will you come to our customs union? Alright, we are bankrolling you, so eventually we'll get there, I think. And I expect a capitulation. Oh wow, they actually went to war. Interesting. Don't think we want to get involved in that. Liberal Party wins. The petite bourgeoisie wants to join the Free Trade Party. I don't think we want them in the Free Trade Party. If we did this, we would be a little bit more legitimate. But I think we generally just don't want them in the government, so... It's not like we're trying to pass a ton of laws, so just taking our time and having no opposition is nice. Not sure why this is taking time to advance here. They have no one there. Oh. Because we didn't send anyone. That's why. Whoops. Our bad. Let's see, how much are we getting from investment pool transfer? Quite a bit. And we will have to build up railways a little bit at the home base. I think we can take this off, right? This decree. And we'll just encourage manufacturing in the capital, which has more manufacturing than anywhere else. I think we want to start damaging. Oh, we are damaging. Oh, we're already cold. I think they're in Great Britain's custom union. Whose custom union are they in? Oman. Don't know why it said change to our custom union then. Under the thing. Let's see what's expensive. I mean, we have a huge queue already, so it's just shuffling stuff about, yeah. Transportation's one of the more heavy, expensive things, which we love to see. What is really cheap in our market? Fabric. We like that. Ammo, guns, fertilizer. I think all of our things are using fertilizer. Yeah, they all are. We will switch those away from the merchant guilds. We're at speed 1. I was like, why does it take so long to do everything? That explains it. Got some lead mines coming up too. That'll be nice. Very nice to be getting this huge transfer, so we can build. I think a lot of the late game type of grinding is has to do with that. Just having a really huge transfer, so you can have a really huge construction, and you just burr all the way up. Our construction center's finished. We have 30 more construction, and we're just cranking through this queue. What's expensive in our market? Oil. Always the oil. Well, hopefully we discover oil. We are currently researching the tech that lets us build oil rigs. We know there's oil in Iraq, which we have. Not the oil, but Iraq. It'll be really nice to get the entire peninsula. I think we want to start messing with the Ottomans a little bit. Clean up these borders. Problem is they're in the Egyptian market, and so the Egyptians will defend them. Or sorry, not the Egyptians, the Italians. And I don't think we can quite fight the Italians yet. They have 2k, we have 5k. Yeah. Well, market access in Yemen is terrible. Okay, what's going on here? I think I have Transjordan with 2. Oh, I don't have any in Transjordan. Which means I can actually build up Transjordan quite a lot. Kind of have nothing here. Let's build all the consumer goods things here. And Sinai, our employment of these things is working pretty well, so I'm gonna try. I think we're starting to get we're too big to take the local modifier over the widespread one. I think we will switch. We have switched over to explosives and stuff on everything. Okay. Covered markets. Much less labor is much more of other things, which we want. It's going to drive steel up. That's okay. We'll deal with that. then gas streetlights. Okay, so we really need to make steel cheaper. This will help. Gonna just switch those qualifications. Can't support all the vacuum canning. Switching this to get it away from the merchant guilds. Even though it's not as efficient. Alright. Now we're gonna need a lot more steel and glass. And we have propertied women. So we're starting to get to the point of the game, which, like, I kind of don't like it when you've got all the laws you want to pass and you're just like, oh, well, you know, not much to do now. So we lose 50 authority to go down to here, and then based on wealth, and then another 50 to go down, and then it's based on... We're gonna go for census suffrage. I kinda like it more than universal. But... he's gonna capitulate, and I wonder if this immediately drags in more this guy, or this guy gets to be separate. Very curious how this works. What the hell? Okay, he's now ours. But we can't join our subject's war where he's fighting a revolution, even though he's our vassal. Well, what if we give you money? We can't bankroll. Why not? Relations are bad. Okay. We have a truce with you, which is why we can't do that. Okay, but we're cordial with trucal states. We're gonna damage relationships so we can go for them later. And that will make everyone real mad. I don't think Great Britain will help us out. I think they don't like us very much anymore. Oh, well, they're cooperative. Man, we give these guys, we get them released, and they just don't want to join our customs union and stuff. Do we have a extra declared interest? No. Where's our current declared interest? Have one in Prussia and Austria, I think. Prussia and Italy. And if anyone implodes, we declare war on them. It's a big expense for 5 years. I guess I will radicalize them. Not looking to pay that expense. Trying to think now. Man, they don't like us, and they don't like us. Not ideal. Okay, 10. Why is it so expensive? It's just this tiny little thing. So much infamy. I don't understand. Tigray wants a defensive pack, I bet you do. Automatic irrigation time. Borders are looking nice though. Especially once we deal with this guy, I guess. I'm gonna try and bankroll him so he can afford 1 unit. Oh, he's not gonna be able to afford 1 unit. He can't afford anything. I'm just gonna have to integrate him, I guess. Pretty agricultural, so that's probably pretty good. Oh, it's for all the other buildings. More farmers and machinists, less laborers. More engines, a lot more engines. Okay. So I'm gonna need to think this out. I think we'll do this here. Well, I think I really need a lot more engines. I think I'm gonna call it a session here. Got a little bit done, passed a couple laws, notably property for women. Working on just kind of rounding out the last few law changes we want to make. I think eventually we want to get rid of monarchy, but having a lot of clout isn't useful. Well, this doesn't give us authority. This one actually just like doesn't even really matter too much because once you have all the laws you want, legitimacy is pretty irrelevant as far as I can tell. It does give some special yeah, it just lets you pass laws better, but once your laws are in place, it's kind of meaningless. But yeah, we've like really expanded construction and a lot of really starting to get industrial now by putting up the motor industries. I think we're starting to catch up in literacy and tech, and we're dealing with the we've kind of sort of dealt with the growing pains of dealing with the not having enough qualifications, and I think it's really on the back of these two laws, both multiculturalism and no migration controls. Just gets people to where they need to be in terms of all that. What's expensive in our market? We'll kind of fix up the queue a little bit before we end the session, I guess. So coal and glass. Ever coal and glass. Glass is just... We have a ton in the queue too. Alright, well... That's fine, I think. We can use oil rigs, because it was discovered in Mosul. Hot damn. So we are going to switch those over. So that means we will be switching over all of the food industries, and they'll figure it out when it's time, because we don't want to forget. But we will be getting oil, because we discovered it in Mosul, and we will set it to auto-expand. Can we? Yeah, we can. We are going to want to use rail transportation. And this is fantastic, discovering oil at the end here after talking a little bit about all this stuff. But yeah, if you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube algorithm stuff, and, you know, have a good one. Maybe take a walk if you've been sitting around a while.